Good morning, happy April 13th, and welcome back to the Leaf Riders of Wrenwood, where we are on our way to the desert and ran into some critters that were being attacked by some insects. And we attempted to kind of jump into the fray kind of aggressively, but they were not surprised enough by our attack. I think we scattered like a couple of them, but they were able to regroup. So we don't have any bonuses for what I assume is going to be a combat. So let's go ahead and tear this off. It's funny, I did say kind of at the end of the video yesterday that I hope I don't miss a treasure symbol and see one in editing, and I definitely did see one in editing that I missed. So that's too bad. But that is what it is. So let's go ahead and tear this off. And we have Saturday the 13th and Sunday the 14th of April, which is Stars Day and Sun's Day of Stormfall. And indeed, we appear to be in the combat with a couple of these insects kind of aggressively coming towards us. Okay, let's read the page real quick. The insect's sheer numbers make it challenging as they attempt to grapple and restrain you, hindering your ability to strike back effectively. Okay. So I notice on the chart here there is a d20 plus dexterity roll as well in each of these rounds or each of these insects. And it says if your dexterity roll is less than the dexterity roll, number given, you are restrained and unable to attack this round. Okay. So we have a chance to just not even be able to attack. We still get to defend. Yes. Yes, okay, so that hasn't changed. Okay, well, let's do this then. And we have our new combat stuff, so we could use this Typhoon Fury here, which lets us add a d6 to all attack rolls on the page. Um, this feels like one of those abilities that since it's once per rest, I'm gonna like end up saving and then just like not using between the times when I rest. So I'll go ahead and use it. And, if I'm sad about that, oh well. So we'll go ahead and mark off this Typhoon Fury here. Just going to do that, I suppose. Okay, so we get to add a d6 to all attack rolls. So that does mean we have to pass the dexterity check, but we're +4 on dexterity, and we have Gust that we can use twice to re-roll dex rolls. So I feel like we're doing all right here. Okay, so we have enemy 1. You need a dexterity of 8 or more. It has a defense of 12, a health of 6, an attack of 11, standard damage of 2, and partial damage of 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our dexterity roll first here. Oh, that's a natural 20. Okay, we still don't get a boon, but we definitely passed the dexterity roll. So we're going to put 20. We'll put the full number just for fun, so 24. Okay. I should check. Do we have... okay, we do not have something to increase our dexterity if we need to. Okay, but we do have a warding ointment. Okay, let's go ahead and roll the attack now. 4 is not very good, so that is +6 for 10, and then we get to add a d6 to our attack roll. So that's a 2, so it was a 10, so it's now a 12. And it has a defense of 12. So that does mean that we hit. Just barely, though. All right, now we need to roll damage. And we have a new damage roll now here, which is 2d8. So we're going to roll this twice. So that's 4 and 5. So that's 9 damage. Oh, I guess I should roll this. So we rolled a 12. And then it was 9 damage. So that does defeat it. And I guess I'll roll the defense roll just for the sake of having it written down. But since we have a boon, we don't even really need that. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. So we've wasted like 3 or 4 boons. That's pretty funny. Okay. Now, insect number 2. Let's do our dexterity roll here. Okay, an 18. So that's a 22. So again, that is way more. I guess I didn't read the stats. So enemy 2 has the dexterity requirement of 8, a defense of 14, health of 5, attack of 10, standard damage of 2, and partial damage of 1. Okay, so we passed the dex. So now we're going to roll the attack, and I'll just go ahead and roll the d6 that we get along with it. Okay, so that is a 12, plus a 2 is a 14, plus a 6 is a 20. So that definitely hits. Now we're going to roll 2d8s for damage. So that's 4 and 8, so that's 12 damage. So we do successfully defeat enemy 2. And again, I'll roll the defense just in case, we can waste another boon, Why not? Okay. A 10. So plus 4 is 14. There we go. Which would have been enough, but all right. And I didn't read the flavor for the first enemy. So the first enemy said the insect lunges forward, trying to bite and pierce your skin with its sharp mandibles. And then the second one that we just defeated, it says the insect swoops from above, attempting to claw at your face with its sharp talons. Okay. So now we have enemy 3, which requires a dexterity roll of 8. It has a defense of 11, a health of 8, an attack of 12, standard damage of 1, and partial damage of 0. So let's do this dexterity roll here. A 5, okay. So that puts us up to 9. So that is enough, even though it's fairly low. Now we make our attack roll. We're adding a d6 here. So that's a 12 plus a 6. That's 18 plus 6 is 24, which is certainly high enough. Now we roll damage of 2d8s. 6 and 1 is 7 damage, which is not enough. So we could use a Gale Strike to add a d4. So let's do that, because that is guaranteed to be enough damage, since we only need one more anyway. Oh, but we got the 4 anyway, so that goes up to 11 damage. Alright, so we do vanquish that one, and we'll roll the defense just for kicks. A 10, okay. So that's another 14. Alright, we're doing well so far. Alright, now we go, we'll read the flavor. The insect charges at you, aiming to tackle you with its full body weight and force you to the ground. Okay, interesting. Now we have enemy 4. Enemy 4 requires a dexterity roll of 8. It has a defense of 13, a health of 5, an attack of 13, standard damage of 1, and partial damage of 0. Alright, so let's do the dexterity roll here. That's a 4, which is not great, but we have plus 4 with dex, which puts us to 8, which is enough. So 8, not restrained. Now let's roll the attack. We get to add a d6. A 12, so that's a 12 plus 4 is 16, plus 6 is 22. Oh, doesn't want it right there. Perfect. All right, now we roll damage. 1. 1. Okay, so we only rolled 2 damage. So we're going to use another surge, because we're at 2 damage right now, and this one had a health of 5. So we need a 3 or a 4 here with this surge. And we add a d4. Oh, we got a 4 again. Nice. Our d4 rolls have been on point. So that is 6 damage, which means we vanquish it. All right, and we'll do our defense roll just for kicks. A 12. All right, so that's a 16. All right. And we have the last dexterity. Let's do the flavor for 4. The insect spits an acidic liquid in your direction. Gross. Okay. Now we have enemy 5, which again requires a dexterity roll of 8. It has a defense of 11, a health of 7, attack of 10, standard damage of 2, and partial damage of 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and make that dexterity roll here. A 19, so that's 23. Then we'll do the attack roll here. That's a 7. It's technically not on stable ground, but oh, it changed to a 15, but I'm still going to call it the 7 because it was pretty straight up. It wasn't cocked, really. So that's a 7 plus 6 is 13 plus 5 is 18, so that's still plenty. Okay, let's roll the damage here. 5. And 8 is 13. That's got to be enough, yeah, because it was health of 7. All right, and we'll just roll the defense just for fun here. A 1. Okay. Well, so that is a 5, but that doesn't really matter because it's a failure. But it doesn't matter because we were not trying to defend anyway. We just would have failed to defend. Okay. So we vanquished all of these guys, no problem. And that surge, or the surges were good, but the Typhoon Fury proved very useful, which was great. And yeah, okay. So let's see. Oh, I guess the flavor for the last one. The insect swings its long and flexible tail at you, trying to disarm you by knocking your weapon away. Okay. And then if you killed 5 enemies, collect a d8 plus 2 amber. All right, here we go. I'm feeling we're going to roll a 6. That's what I'm feeling here. A 2. Okay. Well, we'll still take it. That is, so 2 plus 2 is 4, so we're up to 29 amber. Lovely. All right. So that is it for the Saturday. And then we can go ahead and do the Sunday lottery here real quick, rolling our d6. A 4. So I believe that means we gain 2 amber, I want to say. Let's double check here. A 4 says gain 2 amber. So we are up to 31. Lovely. All right. We're up to 31. And we do not get the Typhoon Fury back because that's not until we rest, but we do get our surges back because those are at the start of every page. We get those back. Lovely. All right. Well, we have had a very successful insect encounter, and we'll see how the journey progresses next week. So until then, thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.